What's up, guys? This is Webby, back again for your Monday Night Raw review for October 31st, 2016. Happy Halloween, you all. I hope you had a safe and enjoyable one. This Monday Night Raw Halloween edition was kind of different. It wasn't filled with ghosts and goblins and a bunch of Halloween special decorations and that kind of junk like we're used to seeing every single year. You know, WWE has this tradition every holiday that they feed us a load of crap. They just fill the show with crap. Now, before I get started, and before you even think that I'm going to sit here and praise Monday Night Raw for this entire review, I got another thing coming for you. Because I'm not. Monday Night Raw does not deserve to be praised this entire review. We had to see Braun Strowman. And if you followed me on Twitter, Webby at 2007 Webby, you saw exactly what I think about Braun Strowman being in the traditional 5-on-5 Survivor Series matchup at the Survivor Series. Horrible. I'm fine him winning a Battle Royal. Whatever. Him being in the Survivor Series, absolutely pathetic. A way for him to get over. Makes me not want to watch the match. I will be getting up, taking a whiz, doing something else when he's in the match during that contest. So, boring. Ratings killer. Hashtag that. Anyway, so we didn't have to see that. We did get one kind of goblin no DQ match between Gallows and Enzo. 50-50 booking. Enzo picks up the victory here. Yeah, that's fine. Whatever. It's a holiday edition of Raw, so of course, Raw is going to give the baby faces, for the most part, the wins. So that's why Enzo picked up the victory. However, it makes no sense because you are trying to portray Gallows and Anderson as destroyers, and once again, you are burying. Speaking of burying superstars, Goldberg returned in the opening segment. Came out, and he was calling out Brock Lesnar and that kind of stuff. Next thing you know, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Paul Heyman. Paul Heyman comes out and he starts cutting his usual promo. Why on earth he continues to build this up with just trying to get the crowd to chant Goldberg, I have no idea why. He really needs to just put Goldberg in his place. I would love to see that built up more about him putting Goldberg in his place instead of getting the crowd to chant Goldberg. I know Vince has to be feeding Paul Heyman that crap. That just sucks. But whatever the case, Paul Heyman comes out, starts talking to Goldberg. Rusev comes out. Rusev gets buried tonight. because he gets fed to Goldberg, jackhammer, and Paul Heyman gets speared and gets taken to the hospital. All this is going to do is get Brock Lesnar irate. And he'll show up on Raw probably tomorrow night, next week. So TJ Perkins versus Brian Kendrick for the Cruiserweight Championship. TJ Perkins picks up the victory by countout and gets mad and takes it out on Brian Kendrick outside. Getting tired of all this tricks that Brian Kendrick is playing. Honestly, I like the heel tactics that Brian Kendrick's playing. It's a new style, so I kind of like it. Foley has a bad taste in his mouth, even though it was all legal. Kevin Owens and Chris Jericho comes out. The Key of Jericho. Lock it in, man! Absolutely hilarious. You can't get any better than that. He gets even funnier every single week, Chris Jericho does. Kevin Owens keeps on saying he makes history because he's the first ever person to retain this Universal Championship inside Hell in a Cell. You are the first person ever to hold the Universal Championship inside Hell in a Cell. So, I mean, whatever. It's the first time that title was defended inside Hell in a Cell. So, yeah, whatever, Kevin Owens. So, they babble back and forth. Foley needs them on the Survivor Series team, and Reigns ends up being on the Survivor Series team, and then Jericho ends up getting the match for the United States Championship later on in the night. Rich Swann, Cedric Alexander, and Lince Dorado faces Arya Daivari. Let's see, who else did he face? Drew Gulak and Tony Nese. Rich Swann, Cedric Alexander, and Lince Dorado picked up the victory. I like what they did with the Cruiserweights here because they didn't stick them on the third hour. This match in particular, they didn't cut a commercial break during the matchup. I mean, they did once the baby faces got to the ring, but that was it. Once they came back from commercial break, they let the entire match unfold. So I really like that. I applaud WWE for that. But I actually enjoyed this matchup. Charlotte segment, blah, blah, blah. That's really what I have to say about that. And it all led to Bayley coming out and talking with Charlotte. And it also led to Bayley getting squashed to Nia Jax. No sense, WWE, at all. Nia Jax had no business squashing Bayley tonight. Absolutely none. Speaking of squash matches, we went from that squash match to another squash match because Sheamus and Cesaro was in a glorified squash match when they faced the Shining Stars. And we went from that to Chris Jericho versus Roman Reigns for the United States Championship. And Chris Jericho didn't stand a chance in winning this. This was nothing more than kind of a filler main event. It was a good matchup, but Roman Reigns was guaranteed to win this by disqualification. And Seth Rollins comes out, saves the day, and they stare down as the show goes off the air, and everybody's chanting Shield. So what do you all think? Let me know in the comments below. If you like this video, hit that thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe. tomorrow. SmackDown Live review. Until I see you then, this is Webby. Catch you on the other side.